So I'm going to show you how to do the line worksheet. If you do not have this worksheet, don't stress, no worries. Some of you guys have it because you were in my schedule at the time of the drive-through car line pickup situation. But if your schedule changed or if my schedule changed, then you don't have this. So again, if you don't have it, no worries. This is line. So if you don't have it, you are going to just grab a plain piece of paper. Right. You all have the PDF form of this, so if you want to, you can print it out, but you really don't have to. As long as you do everything that it asks on a different piece of paper, you'll be set. So, line. First, you're going to write your name at the top if you have this worksheet. Okay. Make sure your name is somewhere on the paper so that way I know whose it is. And then for our definition, we are going to put a point in motion. So a line is a point in motion. A point in motion. Okay? So that's our definition, a point in motion. Meaning, and I'll do a little example over here. So we have our point, right? Our point in motion is when our point moves through a path, right? Now remember, when we have our point and it goes through its path and it hits the path, that becomes a shape. Okay, so that's not what we're talking about right now. So this is a line, this is a shape. You can see there's really no space, no air that can get out of the shape, but the air and the space is free to come and go through a line. All right, so we're not talking about lines, shapes quite yet. So this first part of our little worksheet here is we are going to experiment with different kinds of lines. All right, you can see, let's say I have an example here. This is a Zentangle example that we will get to later. You can see all of these different lines, and there's also shapes in here. Okay, so many different opportunities to make different lines. Okay. Even this one, you can see lines within lines. Right, so many opportunities to make different lines. So what I want you to do is I want you to go through and try to think of a line for every single word. Okay, so there are a couple here. Some of them might look similar, and that's okay. I'm going to show you how to do a couple of them. All right. For example, a zigzag line. So I might cross it out so I know I did it. I'm going to write zigzag. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my zigzag line. Okay, some of them are easy like that, like a dotted line. Some of them might be a little more tricky, like an angry line, right? So sometimes lines have emotion. What do you think an angry line would look like? If you're really angry and you're, drawing really angry, you're getting all your frustrations out, what is that line going to look like, right? A lightning line, that's a little easier. A jagged line might look really cool. A stare. All right. A scallop is kind of tricky, but it's more of a bumpy kind of hill line. When I do a scallop line, so remember to write the line that you're doing, cross it out so you know you did it. I go like this. All right. Because then eventually, kind of looks like scales. All right, so that's a scallop line. All right, so that's the first part. The second part is, if you have room, you can do it on the front, or if not, you can do it on the back. And this bled through because I used Sharpie, but that's okay. you're going to draw a face. Doesn't have to be your face. It could be any face using one line. One line. So once you put your pen on your paper, you can't pick it up. All right, so it's gonna look a little silly. And I'm gonna do this in Sharpie. All right, so here I go. Make sure you mentally prepare yourself. It's one big giant line. All right, here we go. So I'm not picking up my paper. Even though I've hit my line. This person's got nice big eyes. This side I'm gonna make these into glasses. Oh no, this person looks a little creepy, but that's okay. I'm making it work. Right, you can follow other lines. It's gonna be a lady with luscious lips. That's what I have decided. Oh yeah.